Hello everyone and welcome to the Backmarker Steve YouTube channel. Today I'll be unboxing a little bit of review of the Turn Racing Button Plate 2. This is how it comes. I also bought the 50 millimeter adapter to they recommend it on their website to get the button plate away from uh, your steering motor base. So I bought that. That's going to be in the little box, but this is the big box. This is how it comes. Oh, look, there's a knife in there. Uh, just kidding. I opened this earlier and left it in there by accident. This is the USB extension cable. It has a nice little 3D printed holder for it, and this is uh, the USB cable that actually connects uh, into the button plate. Uh, that's a little plug there, and then obviously coiled cable, probably 3 feet long with the USB cable. This is a USB cable extension, like I said. A couple, well, one screw came loose, and like the little pieces in there that you can see are the things to attach it to like an 80/20 rig, which I don't have, but you'll see later it attached pretty nicely to my VRS motor, direct drive motor mount. Um, I did have to shave a little bit of the 3D printed plastic down just to get the USB connector in. Nope, I lied. I forgot I actually bought a Amazon Basics USB extension cable. I think it was 4 feet. But as you can see here, I shaved it down a little bit, the rubber on the outside, just so it fit a little bit better inside of the Turn Racing 3D printed part. I did also I drilled out a little bit on the front side just so I could countersink the Allen head bolts in, but it sits right on the side of my motor mount like that, and yeah. Anyways, picking it up for the first time, uh, pretty light and a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be. It's actually pretty well made though. These circle buttons are very clicky, um, pretty hard to push. I do like the bottom rotary switches better than the top ones. The top ones are the funky switches, but I'll go over that later. This is the back of the plate, where the USB cable connects into. These are the carbon fiber paddles. Um, pretty strong magnets, not the best, but definitely very usable and very nice. Um, See behind my thumbs there's a little adjustment for the um, where it holds the paddles on the back there. Again, I'll show you kind of how those are easily adjustable. The paddles also come out, like extend out for larger size rims and everything too, which again I'll go over later. Completing out the box here, we got the different paddles, which I actually have installed now. But there's two of them. They're slightly offset, and they should come out to, I believe on their website it says a 350 mil wide steering wheel. Those are aluminum. The other ones are the carbon fiber looking ones. These are 6 bolts to, obviously mount it all together. Allen head screws. I'm not going to take them out of the package. You know what Allen head screws look like. Their sticker game is absolutely unreal. I love the stickers are probably the best part of this thing, and there's a lot of good stuff in this box. But their stickers are like these. They almost look like they're gonna be like the reflective type material, but really nice. And obviously, there's 2 different patterns plus all the extra stuff on there. I actually didn't end up using too many of them, but yeah, they're actually really nice. The other piece I got was this, uh, extender, I guess, from the motor mount. Turn Racing does uh, suggest having one of these. And again, I'll go over it. One of my few gripes about this thing is the USB connection cable, and I'll show you why. But that brings the button plate a little bit further away from the motor mount, or from the direct drive motor, uh, just to give the USB cable some room in the back there. But yeah, I'm gonna get this box out of the way, and we'll do a little bit closer look of this and everything, and set up the wheel for it. So out of the box here, Turn Racing button plate 2. Turn Racing is a American-based company. I messaged them prior to placing my order just because my wheelbase was going to be here and I wanted a wheel so I didn't have to look at my wheelbase for a couple weeks waiting for my other wheel to come in. But they ship from Minnesota in the US. Uh, you know, their stuff is in stock, at least at the time of this video. So, shipping times are not delayed. I think I bought this on a Monday in the afternoon. It was shipped out Wednesday and then came in the following Monday when all my other stuff came. So, right on time. They're extremely responsive on social media, which is always appreciated. You don't have to wait around for an answer. Uh, but yeah, this is kind of how it sits now. I'll just read some stuff from their website, uh, going over the button plate and everything. There's 6 tactile push buttons. I have a couple, stickers on them just because I have been using this wheel and so I don't forget where stuff is. Um, but yeah, these are actually super clicky. I can see if I can get it on my mic here. But they're actually a decent amount of force to get those to click, which is nice. I really like those 6 buttons. There's 2 rotary encoders down here at the bottom with push button. Um, so yeah, these are I don't know, I'd say 16 clicks to full turn, which is nice. I like those too. Uh, there's 2 of the what they call 7-in-1 funky switches, a little bit above those. They have a push button as well as left down, up right, or I don't know my directions, but you got it. As well as some rotary function here too. These definitely have more clicks going around. Those are probably 32 to make a full turn, so that you don't turn them as much as um, these ones, which I actually like. I like the rotation of the bottom ones a little bit better than these top ones. Um, but anyways, the USB cable, which connects into the back, I'll show that a little bit later. The flat formula shifters, which are the carbon ones, which I swapped them out for these aluminum ones. These are 10 millimeter offset, and these are the ones I have on here. They say are for 320 to 350 millimeter steering wheels. I have a 320 on here, so I actually run these. These are all the way out, but during this video, actually, I'm going to move these 2 screws over, and then I'm going to push these paddles in just a little bit more. I'll show you what I'm talking about in my little issue back there when we get to the back of the controller. It does have a 70 millimeter pattern. It fits into my eBay quick disconnect here that has threaded holes. I'll put that together and put that back on video in a couple minutes. Like I said, they say on the website it requires 6 inches of clearance between the back of the button plate here and your actual wheelbase for the USB cable. At $357 for the way this sits right now, um, it is very good value, especially when you compare it to the Racing B24 button plate, which looks like it's 539 euros or pounds. So I'm not exactly sure, but I know that's more expensive than this. So this is what I went with, and yeah, I'm extremely happy. Let me put a wheel on this, and we can kind of see how that looks. So we're back. I have the NRG Innovations 320 millimeter steering wheel mounted to the button plate now. Again, it uses um, the universal 6 by 70 millimeter hole pattern um, for the steering wheel and button plate. While I was doing that, I did move the shifting bases here over that one hole to give me a little bit shorter reach to the paddles. People with bigger hands will probably feel fine, but that will allow me later to move these paddles in a little bit more. Um, Maybe in their default pattern they can just ship them with the bases out that one hole, and yeah. But um, as of right now, this is pretty comfortable. Shifters feel really good. They're I'd like them maybe a little bit stiffer, but honestly, I don't ever miss a shift or anything, so these are uh, these are really pretty nice. Um, the only other thing on the back here is the USB connection, and this is kind of uh, I guess my biggest, and it's not even that big, but the one thing that kind of annoys me the most is just how long this has to be. That I've seen a lot of other wheels that you know maybe only use a couple inches off the back of um, the connection here for their at least the hard piece. I get this has to be hard to reduce wear, and they don't want they don't. This is like a common failure point in any cord is right where the wire actually goes in to where the connection is, and you see it on phone chargers, USB cables, whatever. But obviously they have to beef this up, and I guess that's going to make it last a lot longer. The only issue I have is the little bit of play here. So hopefully I'm not taking this apart, but hopefully what's behind this connection piece is either soldered in or wired in extremely well, because um, this being so long and stiff, any movement in the wheel, you kind of get this movement at the connection point there. But I haven't had any issues with it. Um, I don't think it'll be an issue, but again, out of all the awesome parts of this wheel, that's the worst of it, and it's barely even an issue. Um, so yeah, this is their coiled cable. They ship the extension cable with it and everything, which is pretty awesome to see. Um, I'll show you how I have that mounted on my motor mount and everything. So this is how my wheel mounts to my motor base with the quick disconnect there. I don't run the 50 millimeter extender anymore because I have the quick disconnect, and that leaves enough space. USB cable is connected to the extender, and then you can kind of see the strengthened, beefed up part of that USB cable that just kind of touches uh, the plate there where my direct drive motor mounts to. Usually I run the coil cable up and over the motor shaft there, just take a little bit of the pressure off that. So I guess these are kind of my final thoughts here at the end of the video. Again, Term Button Plate 2, American-based company, in stock, ready to ship, great customer service. The company has actually contacted me on Facebook after ordering and asking, kind of what my thoughts were. And I did mention the length of that thickened USB cable from the back of the button plate,
and they've received more than just my feedback on that, and they're looking into ways to kind of shorten that, but still make it just as strong as the one I have. So again, that's nice to see. Nice to see that they're following up with their customers, and they're looking for any feedback they can get. Um, but yeah, the tactile buttons on the plate are really nice. Those two rotary switches at the bottom there, those are probably my favorite. And then the funky switches are okay, and the shifters are really good. Would like to see maybe just a little more strength of the magnets, but again, for the price, half the price of an Asher Racing button plate, can't really beat it. So thanks, appreciate you guys watching, and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing, and yeah, I'll take some feedback too. So thanks.